The Bell's Hells Vox Machina crossover is officially underway.
We don't want any more visitors, well-wishers, or distant relations.
And what about very old friends?
Welcome to Roll Recap, our weekly look at the latest Critical Role episode. Before we dive into this week's recap, be sure to like this video and subscribe so you never miss a tabletop and fantasy update. Also, be warned that this video contains spoilers for Critical Role Campaign 3, and in particular, episode number 36. Bell's Hells journey to Whitestone to find a way to resurrect their fallen companion Laudna. You'll recall that Laudna died at the hands of Odahan Thule, a mercenary who is somehow connected to the whole Ruidus and Residuum conspiracy.
You dumb moon!
I walked on your face!
Thule also seemed to be behind an assassination attempt on Keyleth, which left Orm's husband dead with no chance of being resurrected. We learned in the most recent episode that those unreversible deaths were due to a toxin that Odahan luckily hadn't used when killing Launda, and also Orm, and Fern.
Oh boy, here I go killing again.
Upon traveling to Whitestone with Keyleth, Bell's Hells met Percy, Vex, and Pike, all of whom are permanent residents in the city. Now, the three members of Vox Machina haven't changed all that much since we last saw them last. Vex is still haughty, Percy is still broody, and Pike is, well, she's Pike. Percy also has gotten a bit older and now walks with a cane, so, you know, because he's human, the only human member of Vox Machina. Of course, this being a Dungeons & Dragons campaign, Laudna's resurrection won't be a simple one. As suspected, Laudna's body has two souls tied to it, Laudna's and Delilah Briarwood's. When informed of this fact, Percy insisted that a resurrection not take place. He didn't want any chance of Delilah Briarwood returning to this world. Delilah was responsible for the deaths of most of his family, and killed multiple members of Vox Machina, and was kind of responsible for his brother-in-law's permanent death. So, Percy just didn't want to relive any of that trauma. But Vex and Pike were not as stubborn. They knew of Laudna's history, how she was killed by Delilah and hung from the sun tree while dressed to look like Vex, and they believed they held some responsibility for Laudna's condition and agreed to help. In order to save Laudna, Bell's Hells will need to first unravel her soul from Delilah. And to do that, it seems that the party will have to travel to the astral plane. Luckily, they have access to a pretty powerful cleric who was more than happy to send their souls into the astral plane. Oh, and FCG also has a soul. That was also confirmed in tonight's episode. I'm a real boy! The episode ended with Bell's Hells in the astral plane searching for Laudna and also Delilah Briarwood, so we'll see what shenanigans they get into next episode. In other news, be sure to keep an eye out on the character sheet next week, as we have an exclusive interview with Matt, Marisha, Sam, and Travis about the second season of The Legend of Vox Machina. Were you happy to see Vox Machina's return? Let us know in the comments section, and be sure to like this video and subscribe to the character sheet.